So you were telling me about this thing earlier this week, and it goes along the lines of what we usually talk about.
Aliens.
Aliens and space and time and whatnot.
Mm-hmm.
As we do, and you came across something really interesting. You were telling me about that particle accelerator and the elements. That
So we, as humans, developed particle accelerators where you fling particles around and they smash into each other, and you can create new elements and shit out of them.
Yeah.
And I don't know how we found this out or like why we think this,
Mm-hmm.
but we thought that there is an element that aliens use to like bend gravity at their will. So like you have a spaceship, but it doesn't need boosters or anything. It can just move however it wants, whenever it wants.
Kind of like how like heroes can fly,
Pretty much, yeah. Basically the same thing.
because like they can just manipulate their where they are.
Yeah, the force of gravity has no impact on what you do or where you go.
They kind of explained that in Invincible when they're teaching Omni-Man's teaching Invincible how to fly.
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah.
But so we thought it was that, and then in a particle accelerator a few years ago, we actually made that element for like less than a second. We were able to make what we think is element 151 for like a second. So that means the alien technology would have like good enough particle accelerators where they could just fling them and make a bunch of that element and use it to power their spaceships and shit.
So it works sorry. Basically like it's a machine where you just like send these two particles around this big circle and then slam them on the other end.
Yeah, they go around the circle like
if you think about
50 million times
you could
until they get fast enough.
You could make a giant like thing where you take multiple circles and just lay them like all within each other till it looks like kind of like a bird cage sort of.
Yeah, like there
where
used to
there's
be
two ends.
There used to be like toys that you could like open and close like that. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah,
Something
like that. And you just send multiple particles and then time it up to where they all just end up hitting at the same exact point, and you can make one that hopefully would last long enough to just exist.
We're talking about 60 particles or more.
But here's the thing. So I don't know if this affects it, but certain elements might need to. What if it's turning into gas or something and just like dissipating? You know, or like what if it needs to be at a certain temperature where it stays a solid or.
I'm not a scientist, but I am hoping we have little doors so that once they hit each other, we slam the doors, the gases are trapped inside, we cool that bitch in case it needs to be a solid.
True, yeah.
Cryo cooling.
Get that in a tube or something.
Mm-hmm. We
Yes,
can
sir.
cool it and make it hot at the same time.
Tube it up!
That's what I'm talking about.
Well, that would be
I
insane.
think we need a name for it.
Imagine if you were able to drink that and make yourself manipulate like
a nice little anti-gravity cocktail.
Yeah. So you would just like what? Turn gravity off and then just
with your mind
be able to move.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
I mean, there might be more. There might be more into this element than we.
You just got to make sure,
like initially thinking about.
Well, I'm saying when you're flying, because you drank your anti-gravity potion.
Yeah.
Make sure your head, when you stop, doesn't smack into your skull.
What?
Inertia. If you're flying and you stop real fast, you're gonna get a concussion. Watch out.
Oh yeah, so you need to slow down before you
You can't stop on a dime.
You're not Superman. You can't just have one of those sick ass superhero landings where you just.
Actually, you might. Maybe we can get a strength potion out of this too.
That's true. Well, I mean, if we're making one element, we might as well make tons of elements and extend our periodic table. Like
that's what I'm saying. I don't think the physicists have thought about this all the way, as much as they could have, I should say.
There might just not be enough funding also.
We need more tubes.
I mean, I'm sure it costs a lot of money. I saw a picture of one. It was like, you could probably fit like 3 or 4 football fields inside of that circle.
It's as big as cities. Yeah. It just goes underground.
It's huge.
So like we need better tunnels and tubes.
For sure. I mean, we're doing shit like that over here.